Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Saturday morning. I think this is video number 5 in exposing corruptions, perjury, and other things in the leadership of the Republican Party in Surry County. I will say these have become the same type of individuals that we removed from political positions in our county. And it was odd to watch them as we began the process of removing elected officials who were basically in it for their own good, it seemed, rather than the will of the people or the good of the people. This leadership group became what we were trying to remove. So now it's time to remove them. I will be posting the upcoming precinct meetings. We need everybody's help to help combat this type of leadership at any position in our county. Two things. One, and people that know me know I call people out. Don't scream or don't complain about what went on at the national level. And this is my opinion. Don't complain about what went on at the national level when they changed the rules, when they manipulated the system to maintain controlling or get control, which they did nationally. When you can't help stop the same thing going on in your backyard, in your own county, down your street, in your precincts. If you can't come out and help us now, then don't complain about it nationally. Because what people don't understand about politics, it all starts at the grassroots, who were Trump's biggest supporters. We need you now to turn this back in our own county and let our county be an example in North Carolina for others to follow. That if you get leadership positions and you think you're going to use them for your own personal benefit, if you think you're going to dictate and control and basically silence people that don't agree with you, then we don't need you in those positions. If you can't listen to all sides with an open mind, then you don't need to be in leadership. Two things, and the second thing is it's working. The thing that's working is, first of all, I'm not working with anybody, and I'm working with everybody. And I say that because we're not giving knowledge of who's helping and who's not helping, who's with us and who's not with us. They are calling around, they're making accusations, trying to fish, trying to figure out who they can trust and who they can't, which was part of the plan. We don't want them to know that, because they'll begin public attacks on those individuals as well. Don't matter who they are, because that's how they try to do Democrat tactics in Republican uniforms. These are the type people that give our party a bad name nationally and definitely locally as well. We've got to turn that back. We tell you what's going on. The goal is to stop dictator-type leadership in elected positions, but now in our party leadership, Republican Party leadership. And after we get past these precincts, and you've got to come help us turn this back, the goal is to communicate and have communications where we have representation in our top 4 party leadership positions in the county that represent all of Surry County. Not one group, not one-sided, not dictatorial, not self-serving. If they do that, we will work just as hard to get the next group out. But right now, that is the objective, and what Kevin Chenault and Mark Jones and Gail Norman have done, have tried to manipulate the system so they can maintain their dictatorial type control and treat the rest of this county and Republican Party members as children, if you will, like we don't know what we're doing and they're the only ones that know. And they don't have the, certainly some things, ideas they have, but they're ideas we already had. But they have taken it to a new level of dictator-style leadership. One of the hypocrisies, I'll tell you, and you can go look for yourself if they don't delete it, is Mark Jones complaining. He posted a video somewhere on Facebook about some people working from Surry County in South Carolina, or Georgia, I believe it was, to help with those Senate races down there. And he posted a video, and he was complaining that he'd never support another elected official if they didn't do something to stop his video, his post from being censored. His posts from being taken down are not allowed to be posted. But many of you are not on our Republican page, which is a closed group. You had to be invited. He's doing the same thing there. You don't post anything. Once they got control, no one is allowed to post anything on that page. Our Republican page that belongs to our county party, no other Republican is allowed to post anything on that page unless Mark Jones approves of it. You get a response when you try to post something that says your post is being reviewed by administrator or something to that effect. So again, often we become what we claim to detest. These individuals have. They're acting like liberal Republicans in their methods to try to maintain control, twisting rules, bending rules, disenfranchising voters. We've got to stop that. Just want to throw all that out there. The information coming to prove the perjury and the false information was presented. Today's message will be from Gail Norman. One of the defenses that we were preparing, and we were preparing many, one of the defenses we were preparing is that, wait a minute, Mark Jones lives in Virginia and works in North Carolina. There's a Surry County employee who parks a county car evidently. I never did follow up on it. They asked me to. But there was some individual that supposedly worked in Surry County and parked a county car or state car at the state line or close to it, and then lived in Virginia. So one of the arguments was, well, they're doing it. The county member, I think it was county, was doing this and living in Virginia and working here. Why are they contesting Mark Jones doing it? Well, Mark Jones wasn't lying about it, and this gentleman, Mark Jones was lying about it. This gentleman wasn't trying to hide it and lie about it to try to maintain a position or get a position. So I'll post those those texts from Gail Norman today showing that we were trying to manipulate or gather some information in defense. And had Mark Jones not been living in Virginia, as was true, why would we even think about having to prove that somebody else lived in Virginia also? Use common sense, folks. Y'all got the ability. I don't have to dictate to you. Look at the evidence. I will say, refer anybody to, this will be video number 5, I think. My post on Facebook with the evidence to follow up with these videos is public. I will try to change my search things, but if you share this privately with anybody, please go and share the link to my information as well that backs up what I'm saying on these videos, because they are going around trying to say I'm a liar and I don't know what I'm talking about and I'm not telling the truth, but I'm posting the information that backs up what I'm saying. Always the truth backed by the proof. And then they can't prove you wrong because you got the proof. Always that. Never accusations. I don't do that. I don't go on and ramble about accusations. I'll have the proof today and it'll be forthcoming some more during the week. But get out to the precincts if you haven't been out. Show us that you can support our country, that you would stand up for our country by standing up for our county. It'll take about 3 hours of your time, hour or so at your precinct meeting to become a delegate, and then another hour or so at the convention. I believe it's on the March the 27th. I'll be posting that. So 3 hours of your time to stand up for our county. And so, you know, that's a small price to pay to start change at the bottom. Change will always come from the bottom up, never the top down. And we've got to start that change here in Surry County by showing we will not tolerate this type of leadership or elected officials. God bless Surry County. Evidence will come today showing Gail Norman trying to get me to gather evidence on some other gentleman that was living in Virginia like Mark Jones. I do have some other damning evidence coming, and another video. May get that out today, if not first thing tomorrow. The main thing is we got to get numbers to the precincts to turn this back, because they don't want you to show up so they can control the precincts and ultimately hope to control the party leadership. God bless Surry County. I'm calling on Christian conservatives who are salt and light. Let's see the salt and light and anybody that supports biblical values and truth. God bless Surry County. Talk soon. More information coming.